Hello there,
Hello,
guys. It's here,
and victory,
and we got you another Let's Fight video. And as promised, it's going to be involving Saiyan Saga Vegeta.
and a very special guest, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan.
And this is being brought to you because of a fan animation that was very popular a few months back. You actually probably still see it if you're on Instagram and you are interested in either of these fandoms. People love it. It is very well animated, to give it that.
It's also fun to look at. Like, besides just being well animated, it's really cool to look at, but there's a big but here. Um,
It's a stomp. There's no way Eren would ever be able to stack up against Vegeta. And the matchup's even more unfair to Eren because the animation looks like Season 1, Season 2 Eren. So maybe he has hardening, and he's against Uzuru Vegeta, who, mind you, is a 10 times boost from Vegeta's base form.
who can already blow up planets?
Yeah, so you're expanding a Planet Buster's power by 10 times. He doesn't increase in speed, but his strength does.
Does
He
that
doesn't need
matter?
to. Yeah, he doesn't need to increase in speed at all because he's already much faster than Eren and anything he's ever encountered. I never ballparked the speed for the verse, but they're probably like
Is there a
hypersonic
need?
at best. There isn't. They're not faster than light. That's all you need to know. They're not faster than light. Vegeta is. Vegeta would speed blitz literally everyone in the verse at the same time.
Vegeta would one tap Eren, and I don't mean like punch. I mean literally one tap. Just finger on him with enough force, and Eren disintegrates. That's not a joke.
Yeah, it isn't. It isn't. We actually are recording this for a second time, and the first time we discussed like the absurdity of this matchup in great detail.
We gave Eren 3 different matchups. Then we went into Dragon Ball. And when I say Dragon Ball, I don't mean Dragon Ball Z. We went there. We went into Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball. Then we went into Super and then GT. It's not a fair matchup in any form. We put him up against characters other than Vegeta. He still got slaps.
Garrett is much weaker than Vegeta, and you have to keep in mind that like in the context of the series, like the weakest you ever see Vegeta is as a child, and as a child he's the second strongest of a race that blows up planets. And actually, technically he would be the strongest, but I don't know. I'm just gonna assume that as a child he's not 10,000, which means he's probably weaker than Broly. Even though I don't think he was 10,000 in the film, I don't remember that being stated. So maybe he was stronger than Broly.
Sounds like an excuse to rewatch Broly.
I mean, there are a lot of things that could be said about that that series and what it does for Saiyajins and their kids or whatever.
It's sucking them off.
in a way, but that notwithstanding, even at his weakest, Vegeta would literally look at Eren and obliterate him. The force of his ki alone would probably obliterate Eren, and that's Eren at his strongest, by the way, like using the power of the Founding Titan with a million colossal titans by his side.
He may survive the initial obliteration. Like half of the Rip Titan is gone. But he's in the Rip Titan. And the other half is going to go away too. It's not a fair matchup in any regard.
There's quite literally nothing he could do. And again, I know you guys. I'm sure a lot of our viewers are not engaging in this behavior, but people who were going to these arguments. I saw like an Instagram account, a Dragon Ball Instagram account, which was like dogging on people in their comments for saying like it wasn't fair. Dude, if you think it's fair, you need to rewatch your series, both series, in fact.
You need to rewatch Dragon Ball.
Rewatch Dragon Ball.
Eren would lose to the Red Ribbon Army.
Go back and watch someone like Roshi destroy the moon and go ahead and decide how you feel about that. Yeah, the Red Ribbon Army, Drum, Symbol. You probably know who those people are. Those are King Piccolo's children. They would beat Eren.
This fight's really unfair.
Krillin
and Dragon Ball would beat
Krillin
Eren.
Yamcha and Dragon Ball. Yamcha, I never make it past the first round of the Tenkaichi Budokai, would beat Eren. That'd probably be the confidence boost he needs, really.
Beating up a little kid.
And, I've seen some people that actually argue that, like, Chi-Chi in the Budokai is actually relative to those characters.
Chi-Chi would slap.
Alright, so this was not originally part of this.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff happened, and we ended up getting to use this version like we wanted to.
That is very true, and since it ended so hilariously and shortly, this is a good opportunity to make a couple of announcements for why there hasn't been anything recently, and while there won't be many things in the near future shortly after this releases.
So, on my end, I'm looking for a second job, and while I'm doing all this, I'm also currently in the process of trying to join the military. So, I will be sporadic. And so whenever me and him have time to hang, me and Taff have time to hang out, we'll try to record a bunch of stuff together.
And that has been the usual method anyway, but obviously this just increases the crunch time. And on my end, I've been, as you all know, I've been going to school this entire time, and I'm finally coming up on my final. And in order to ensure that everything goes well, because this is, as I mentioned before, the career that I'm shooting for, I just have to dedicate my heart and time to it. And when that's over, I'll have more free time. That means I'll be able to edit more, which means all the stuff I've been teasing that's pre-recorded will finally go out there. But until we get to that point, that means things are going to have to slow down. Luckily, this was short, so I was able to get it out to you, so you can get this message to you. So, and that being said, appreciate your time. And since we didn't say it before, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed that little bit. There is a lot like it to come in the near future.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
Adios.